Instructions for adapting the ClearBow. Adapt wire and acrylic work to the dental cast in your regular manner. Ensure that the acrylic plate and wire work are securely fixed onto the cast. This will prevent the ClearBow from pulling on the wire work and or dislodging the acrylic plate when thermoforming in step 4. We recommend not removing the acrylic plate for trimming and polishing until the ClearBow is fully adapted. Step 1. Select the correct size ClearBow. The ClearBow ruler is divided into 2 parts. The green side of the ruler is used for measuring non-extraction cases, and the blue side is to be used for measuring unilateral or bilateral extraction cases. Measuring for non-extraction cases. Position and hold the green arrow at the distal of the first bicuspid. Wrap the ruler tightly around the labial of the anteriors until one of the black dots on the ruler is in line with the distal of the other first bicuspid. The number above this black dot indicates the ClearBow size required. Measuring unilateral or bilateral extraction cases. Position and hold the blue arrow at the distal of the cuspid. Wrap the ruler tightly around the labial of the anteriors until one of the black dots on the ruler is in line with the distal of the other cuspid. The number above this black dot indicates the ClearBow size required. Once you have selected the ClearBow, use a heatless stone to bevel the tips of the coil-tight joints. Step 2. Make your adjustment loops. To orient the ClearBow with the dental cast, ensure that the terminal loops at the end of the metal extensions are pointing towards the occlusal surfaces of the teeth. This way you are assured the ClearBow is right side up. This applies to ClearBows for upper and lower arches. Make your adjustment loops as close as possible to the coil-tight joints. If it is necessary to twist the adjustment loops in any way, secure the coil-tight joints with the ClearBow pliers. Step 3. Soldering the ClearBow. Position the coil-tight joints distal to the first bicuspid for non-extraction cases and distal to the cuspids for extraction cases. During soldering, direct the flame away from the ClearBow. When you're done soldering, you will notice a space 2 to 3 millimeters between the teeth and the ClearBow. This is normal. Step 4. Adapt the ClearBow. Cover both coil-tight joints with a thick amount of wet tissue paper. For laboratories using the 120 volt Steinel Ultra Heat SV803 heat tool, slide the fan speed switch to level 3 and set the temperature dial to 4. For laboratories using the 220 volt Steinel HL1910E heat tool, slide the fan speed switch to level 3 and set the temperature dial between 3 and 4. Heat the ClearBow in a side-to-side motion while using your tweezers to support the middle of the ClearBow. Stop heating after the ClearBow lightly touches the centrals. Keep the nozzle approximately 1 inch away from the surface of the ClearBow. Starting with the first tooth mesial to either coil-tight joint, begin forming the ClearBow using this technique. Heat, squeeze, remove heat, cool. Heat, squeeze, remove heat, cool. Heat, squeeze, remove heat, cool. Point the nozzle towards the labial surface of the section you need to form and heat for 2 to 3 seconds to soften the plastic. Squeeze and hold the plastic with your tweezers to make the bend. Do not release pressure. Remove the heat while still continuing to hold pressure on the bend. Cool the bend and tweezers together and then release pressure. Keep the adapted section of the ClearBow covered with wet tissue paper when heating the section beside it. Let's do this. Adapting the ClearBow is very easy when you follow this technique. Remember, heat, squeeze, remove heat, cool. Only after the ClearBow is fully adapted, use a burr or a hot wax knife to remove any plastic protruding behind the two coil tight joints. Do not contact the ClearBow with trimming burrs, polishing wheels, or high shining buffs. If you're having trouble adapting the ClearBow, consult the other training videos, troubleshooting tips, and frequently asked questions on clearbow.com. Thank you.